going on? Are we live? Oh, no chat again. Of course. Christ on a stick. I shouldn't say that. Oh, terrible. Forgive me. Oh. What is up, Hail Rake? How are you doing tonight? Hold on, my camera's not on. What the Sigma? For some reason, maybe when I bear with me. Video capture. Okay. We are doing this one. There we go. Alright, we're back. Unfortunately, the pop-up chat is not working, so we can't get it on there. I apologize. YouTube's just being dumb. Maybe if I try to sign in and sign out. Obviously, I can't do that right now, but yeah, what's up, Hail Rake? Yeah, busy weekend so far. I've just been kind of working since Friday morning, and I just got my meal ready. I haven't really had the time, or rather I should say I haven't made the time to eat meat for the past few days, so I'm famished. And I'm really looking forward to this supermarket beef we have prepared. Am I looking into the camera? Yeah, okay, there we go. I should maybe, let's just move this over. There we go. Oh, now we're on stuff. I don't want to be on stuff. There we go. Okay. Try to center her up a bit so I can see both screens. What are we eating tonight? Please let me know. Oh, I gotta go back to the chat. I'm so bad at this. Sorry. Yeah, man. The bath is nice. I'm gonna have a bath tomorrow. I'm craving one. Yeah. It's important to have the salt in the bath. It was something I neglected for a while, but I think it does make a difference. I'm pro salt, but pro salt in the tub. I'm not pro salt otherwise, honestly. So the cord gets behind there. Although I don't think that's going to work because... Alright, I guess that's a little better. And I can't see the screen. Dude, my setup sucks. My setup is awful. I'm using a freaking container to hold my computer up. So so I can sit on the floor with my hips in different positions, because I don't like sitting in a chair. I've gotten away from that. And yeah, so anyway, what are we eating tonight? Okay, so look. We have these dope cherry tomatoes. We have West and East Coast oysters. I got 12 of them. Because I haven't eaten a proper meal in a few days. And then I've got something real nice here. Supermarket beef, my ketchup sauce. And I use that hot sauce. I made that hot sauce with the onions and the peppers. I put that a little bit. I drizzled some of that on here. So very good. And some scallops. So we're eating good tonight. Let me check the volume. Let me make sure the volume's okay. Yeah, we'll turn it up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so we're eating good tonight. The salt helps neutralize the just general poisons in the water. It's also a good way for your skin to get, it also helps with the temperature of the tub. The salt is good. It's worth putting in for sure. And balancing out all the sunlight I've gotten in my eyes over the past 2 years tonight will be like for many years. Earthy energy when it really digests. Are you balancing out the sunlight with the screens? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know what it means to be part of the MDE crew. It's funny because people asked me if I was an MDE. I mean, I guess I kind of look like it, which maybe that's something to be proud of, but Alex and Nick appreciate my help. It's my friend Cal. He kind of hooked me up with this position because he wanted help. He kind of parties, he drinks, he likes to have a good time. And he at the Columbus show he drank too much. Bless his heart. And I was having to fill in the gaps. And then last night he wasn't drinking because he drank at Cleveland a lot, and he was like, we needed a night off. And so did the boys. They didn't want to party at all, which is cool. I mean, hey, I don't blame them. They do this stuff 4 nights in a row. And so I will say that I did smoke a little bit of a cigarette. I did get a Nick buzz on. It was very nice. And I drank a cream soda, a craft cream soda the brewery made. And I had a bunch of raw eggs. I brought him a bunch of apples because I brought him a few apples last time, but this time I brought like a huge bag of apples from work. And Nick's like, "Oh, dude, leave those here, bro. I'm like a horse. I'll eat a whole bushel of those things." And it was funny. There was like an open mic at the beginning before, and Cal's like, "Come on, let's go watch." I was like, "All right," and it was like pretty lame. It was like one guy was pretty funny. He had some like okay jokes, and then this other guy got up and he was making all these jokes about how it was like white people eat mayonnaise sort of thing. It was really bad. He was like, and people have done this joke before. I've heard it. He was like, yeah, it's too bad for white people when they freed the slaves, blah blah blah, because they we used to do their cooking, and then they had to do their wives. The wives had to do their cooking, and I go to a white folks function, and my it's all that mayonnaise. I can't eat the food. It was just like, oh really? I was telling Nick about it. He made some really funny he remarked like, yeah, well, it was funny, but we got out of there after that. It was pretty bad. And then we went on, helped him set up, and I sold the merch, and Cal helped run things on the stage and stuff, presented them, and I took some good shots. I got some good shots, and got some links from the audience that weren't translating and got them up to the boys to review. So yeah, just a little helping here and there. I got a free t-shirt. Let me show you the t-shirt I got. It's pretty dope. I got my drinks comped and everything. It says the one who dies with the most nice things wins. And it's got the Shamanics logo on it. Providence. Rhode Island. It's a really dope shirt. I love it. I can't wait to wear it. 100% cotton, by the way. And yeah, so I'll catch up on the chat in a minute. Just let me finish this. And yeah, hanging out a little bit after the show, just chatting with people. Apparently, Fish Tank Season 5 is in the works somehow. I don't know. But that's what Alex told me. And just chatting with him about Ozu films. If you don't know Ozu films, check them out. Tokyo Story and Autumn something. I forget. He recommended it, but I'm going to watch that one. I haven't seen the Autumn one. I've seen Tokyo Story. It's really good. I was trying to recover a hard drive, and I had a bunch of Ozu films on it, and they're gone now. Actually, I wonder if I can watch them through streaming. I'm going to check that out real quick. I also got a new phone this week. A Samsung S22 Ultra for $260. So that's a freaking deal. The cameras on it are amazing. It's what produced those splendid pictures last night. And the best part was, I'm referenced in the new Perfect Guy Life. Because I was talking to Nick after the show. He's like, "Oh, wait till you hear the new PGL. I was telling Sam about you." And I laughed. I was like, "Oh," I said, "I'll tell Uncle Sam I said hello." He's like, "Yeah, Sam was like into it, man." I was like, "Oh, interesting." Yeah. So I don't know. Let's just say I don't want to jinx anything, but I thought that was pretty cool. So Nick's a real cool guy. Alex is a real cool guy. And it's a great time doing that stuff. Okay, so you can watch Ozu films on 456 movies down there. Let me see if it loads. Yeah, so it was a great night, and I was freaking out late and then up early, and then I went to do my milk run, which I'm doing for some people, and I'm making some good money now with that. All right, let me catch up on the chat. The darkness of any night. Oh. Yeah, there's something to the moonlight. What's up, Thor? There's something to the moonlight, like like certain herbs. I don't know which ones, but I've heard about certain herbs being harvested at night, specifically under the full moon, because they're more potent. Because there's nighttime pollinators, like I think moths are nighttime pollinators. So there's plants that pollinate and come out at night that aren't in the day, like flower and stuff, which is pretty interesting. I still go out and have a few shots of vodka and chase with lemon. How bad is that? Just make sure you're eating a lot of fats before you go out. And even if you can, bring some eggs and slunk some eggs with the alcohol. If I drink cider, that's what I do. The lemon is What are you doing? Shots of chasing? What are you chasing with? Oh, for the taste. Yeah, the lemon, honestly, is probably worse for your teeth. That's really bad. Like the lemon's probably more destructive short term and long term on your mouth than the vodka. Honestly, it's that bad. I can't eat lemon more than a few days in a row because it will it will give me blisters. Well, not blisters, but cracks in my mouth. It will give me just bad for the teeth. Just not good for the teeth. Oh, late autumn. Or was it late autumn or an autumn afternoon? Darn it. I forgot. I think it was an autumn afternoon. I guess I'll have to watch both of them and see which one I like better. Sorry, I want to get these movies queued up so I don't forget. Yeah, that's definitely Osu. Osu is OSU. Yasujiro Ozu. The autumn films are late autumn and an autumn afternoon. These were the last few films he did. Alex Schultz recommended them. I've been looking for movies to watch, so I asked him. I was like, "You're kind of a film guy, right? What are you into?" And he's like, "Ozu films." And I said, "Which ones?" And those were the two. He told me. Well, the one. I don't know which one of the two it is. But it's on. I can stream it, so that's dope. Okay, back to Super Chats. Thanks for your patience. These are blue light blockers, which I need to do a review video on so people know they're blue light blockers. They're $20. They work great. You don't need to spend, $300, $400 on Soul Bra frames, or even $60 to $80. All this material is the same crap. It's the same crap. You're paying for style. And these honestly are so unstylish, they're stylish. They're drip. Certified drip. I haven't seen the Chainsaw Man movie yet. I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. Yeah, I got Instagrammed by Nick and Alex. I don't want to post it to my story again because I feel like that's annoying. They get notifications for that, and I don't want to be a stan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The picture with Nick was funny, and he's such a cool guy. He's like, because that's a new camera, and the camera like blurred. It fucked up, and because I don't know, it's a new camera. It was night out, whatever. And he's like, "Oh, we can take another one." I was like, "Okay," so I got the second one, and it fucked up. He's like, "Oh, we can take another one." I'm like, "Nah, dude, don't worry about it. Like, it's fine. I don't want to waste your time." But yeah, it was cool, man. Nick's a cool guy. This camera looking crisp. Thank you. I've got the spacing right. This camera's $20, dude. I see these people, and the audio's fine. I see these people buying all these setups. It's like, you just need this. You don't need anything else. I've got my red light up here, which I don't know how long I have left on this bad boy. I need to get some more red lights. I need to find some more red lights. I can't find them in stock anywhere. I'm freaking out. Working my way into Hollywood. Did you eat sour candy as a kid? Yes. I loved the Warhead sour candies and the Sour Patch Kids. Were there any other sour candies I ate? Not really, no. Those are like the two big ones. Warheads and which it's making my mouth water just thinking about it. Warheads and Sour Patch Kids. The homeless skit is pretty funny. Yeah. My favorite skits were Insurance Fraud Man, the homeless skit, the the construction one, and there were a few others, but I can't remember them. So maybe they aren't that good. Why would you want to watch gore unless it teaches you self-defense? There really isn't a, from what I've seen on the internet, there isn't a lot of self-defense takeaways from gore videos, unless you're learning how to avoid machinery, scalding tubs, wild animals, elevator shafts, vehicles, you know, machinery, that sort of thing. Oh, um, I mean, Chainsaw Man is like, I mean, it's not real, bro. It's like a cartoon. It's not, it's not like, it's visceral. It's surreal. It's not like, I wouldn't say that's like real gore. I think there's a big difference between like live leak videos and Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is also very over the top. It kind of makes fun of itself in a way. I see what you're saying though, but you know, it's just and it's not even that bad. I mean, in terms of like violence, it's pretty tame comparably. I mean, by some standard, comparably, like I said, comparably. Yeah, I don't know too much about that hail rake. Good luck with your experiment, though. That sounds very noble, very interesting. Let us know what you find out. I have never had pollen before. Pollen Man's a guy I'd probably order from. It's just not high up on my list of things. I need to eat some freaking meat. I'm like a wild animal here. I'm just like salivating. I'm like, what's going on? All right, here we go. Mmm. Finally. Who needs warheads when you can mix mineral water, lemon, and honey instead? The lemonade doesn't match the sourness of the warheads. Stuff was crazy. After a meal with added table or rock salt, how long does it take to clear out? I don't know. It depends on your diet and how much you're eating. If you're doing baths, if you're sweating a lot of variables. I can't really give you a number there. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe. Horror movies, most horror movies are bad. Of course, there's a difference between like gore and violent movies and like horror movies, like actual movies that instill Phil. Somewhere along the line, these genres and ideas became combined in that, a horror movie is just something that's gruesome and gory to watch, which I don't really think is the case. Working on the masterpiece. Thanks, Bill Jim. Let me know if Diane has any more questions. How did I get into this diet? I wouldn't call it a lifestyle because that's really cringe. Some people do, but maybe they're cringe as well. Um, I saw this. So I've seen Agenus videos before, many years ago, on Reddit. Like a interesting people or I can't believe this type of thread, something videos. I don't know. It was the Agenus Ripley's Believe It or Not, and I remember thinking how strange it was. But I was at a point in my life where I used to spend too much time on Reddit and the computer and just research things and read about things. And I just moved on to the next thing, truth be told, which was, I don't know, I don't even remember, who cares. But in 2017. I think that's when it was, because I started in January 2018. I saw Frank Tufano's video on autogenous and the primal diet. And, you see other people eating raw meat online as well, and you hear about this autogenous guy. So, you kind of dip into it, and I just kind of started eating like liver and eggs and honey, and then ground beef, and then steak, and then I slowly would add in like pork. I'm reading the books, and then I started to. I didn't really get into the Q&As until after I was like 2 or 3 years eating this way. But like I used the books as kind of like a template. I wasn't doing vegetable juice all the time. In the summer when I had a garden, I was using a centrifugal juicer. I wasn't eating a lot of fat at all. I didn't get dairy until year 2, 2020. Like right when COVID happened, actually. Or no, it was before that. Maybe it was in 2019. I don't remember. It was probably maybe fall of 2019. Yeah, I think it was fall of 2019, actually. Because I remember knowing the farmer before everything got shut down. That I knew him well enough to talk about what was going on. But anyway. Yeah, it just, I don't know, my autism just spurred me onto it, I guess. It seemed cool. It seemed edgy. A joke I tell people is I could eat this way, try to eat this way, and it's either going to kill me and solve all my problems, or it's going to make me healthier and stronger. And, that's like a joke most days, but some days it's not. And, that's just how, like, in a nutshell, how it happened. And I started making content because I thought it was funny. I just thought it would be funny to do. I didn't think I would have this documentary and have thousands of people online see what I just did for fun. And that's pretty cool, I guess, but it's really annoying. I moved away from that because my account was in danger of being banned. I was getting, like, flagged by vegans because I used to be antagonistic with vegans, which I think totally stupid, total waste of time. And once I got a break from making content, I realized how much better my life was. Like, because I was documenting things as a science experiment to show, like, hey, I'm eating this, and this is how I'm changing or not changing, and the effects it's having. So that was the purpose of my TikTok for many years. And then I kind of stopped posting, pretty much. I post every once in a while. But, yeah, I've got 2 pages. There's Eatrawmeat and Eatrawmeat V 2.0. And, yeah, the other one's public. But my main one is still private because I haven't decided to, like, relaunch that one yet. I might. I got a new phone, so. Yeah, it's just taking the time to, like, make and edit content it sucks. That's all I'll say about that. It sucks. The irony that people who watch demon movies have never seen real demons and don't believe in them. Yeah. I guess that's the case. Chris, please help. I just got on the platform. Why does Shias on Twitter always post that Rabbi Ms. I don't know who or what that is. The Chad yawning Potbelly interview with Excellent Health is still the funniest ever. All the comments are seething like crazy. Yeah. What's really funny about that is I'm not as fat as I look, but I just woke up and I used my phone camera, and I had my phone camera on I probably was like a glass of milk or something behind it to prop it up. So it was propped up like this. So it's like from below, so the camera angle is making me look twice as fat. Although I was getting fat at that point. I didn't reach peak fat, but I was like 180, 85 easy. And just I was slouching too, so that creates more of a paunch. I weigh the least I've weighed since I had a strong detox and I couldn't eat for 4 days, pretty much. I weigh like 172 right now. Wow. Look at that. Armenian Georgian ant making lube formula. Crazy. Yeah, maybe Ogenus came up with that from blood memory. Do you always put puree cucumber? I don't always do it, but it is helpful to do. Celery and parsley is sufficient in terms of alkalizing the body, but having the cucumber puree is probably pretty necessary for like most people because it has collagen precursors and it's good for the nerves. Also carbohydrates, so there's no reason not to unless you're lazy, basically. Cacao lube formula probably goes crazy. Maybe 2 years isn't enough experience to talk about it openly considering the risk. 2 years about what? I can't even say. Webuf Kuraniabaki Rabuki. Oh, you're talking about my experience on the diet? Was I trolling them? I don't know. But that's pretty funny, yeah. I didn't really care. I mean, I was kind of doing him a favor, you know. So cuz I was trying to get in contact with him and he like knew who I was. He's like, "Oh, are you the Chris from the famous raw meat documentary?" Those were his literal words. I was like, "Yeah, that's me, bud." At first he didn't know who I was cuz I was following him on TikTok. He didn't know who I was. But then when he found out who I was, he was like totally glazing me. He was glazing me like he glazes Jack Kruse. No cap. So yeah, I don't know, maybe 2 years isn't enough experience to talk about it openly considering the risk. I mean, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Just the diet? Just doing the diet? Maybe. I wasn't really, I mean, I guess I was talking about it because I was doing it, you know? I was doing it and it was just an experiment. But there really wasn't anybody else who was on the diet long term who was doing content. Now there's a few people, but still, um, they might not do it all, or they might have not done it for as long as they say, or they took breaks. They'd say like, "Oh, I've been on the diet 5 years," except for 2 years I didn't follow the diet and I didn't believe Ogenus. But I've actually still been on the diet 5 years, even though for 2 years I pretty much wasn't. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, oh no, so you've been on the diet 3 years then, or 4 years, whatever. But yeah, some people just they try to like reach, you know, they try to reach. I started documenting all this stuff year two because I didn't want to do it on Instagram because there was like we were just coming out of heavy censorship, right? Which really ramped up during the pandemic, but heavy censorship from the election. After the election, 2017, 2018, it was like everything was like shut down, you know, shadow banned. And I was not big into social media. I did not use social media. I did not have Instagram. I did not have a Facebook. I deleted my Facebook in 2010, and I had an Instagram in college for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, this is stupid. I don't get this. You post pictures of yourself, of other things. You just post pictures. Like, who cares? And so I deleted that. So I was not on social media at all. And then I was looking for memes, and I would see memes online, and I'd see that they all came from TikTok. So I was like, oh, what is this TikTok thing? So I would download TikTok, and I didn't have an account. I just downloaded the app so I could see memes. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, this is actually really, this is like the best social media app I've ever This is like one of the best online experiences. And so I was like, well, what if I'd see people doing things, and I was like, well, what if I just make funny videos of me eating raw meat? I wonder what would happen, and then the rest is history. That's what happened. Chat kind of dead though. Uh, guys, likes. No one's gonna like the stream. Like the stream. Thank you. I'd appreciate it. That'd be great. No, because it would be fantastic if you're just sitting here and, you know, you're like, oh, I should like the stream. And you do. That'd be super. Thank you. These honey, this hot honey I made with the onions is so good. The onions are sweet. Thanks, Jim. You're on top of it. Jim's always on top of it. The onions are so sweet because of the honey. They've been soaking in honey for 3 days. And there's a heat with it. I'd recommend using the cayenne peppers, the chilies, because those have like a really nice heat that warm up the throat and the body. I really like that personally. I do have some habaneros frozen, which I might try. I might do habaneros and chilies. I got ghost peppers from my Amish farmer too. I might make a small batch of that with the ghost pepper. I know the concept. My dad, he always told me about that movie and that it traumatized him as a kid. He would hide behind the couch when he saw the OG one. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh, nice. Time Machine got his milk back. Of course it's stool. This is a primal stream. Why does AV say raw honey doesn't raise blood sugar? Because the raw honey is more enzymes than sugar. Like when it's heated, the enzymes break down and becomes more sugary, according to him. But, I mean, if you do talk to diabetics who are into homeopathic remedies, they will tell you that they will eat small amounts of honey to, like instead of taking insulin, they will eat the raw honey if it's not heated. Or if it's raw, they'll say. But a lot of them would probably do better to know that if it was like completely unheated, it would be better. They don't know that. I do use Flux. I have it on right now. Thanks for asking, Jim. Flux is a great program to use. It extends to monitors. So like I have a dual monitor set up right now, and it's both fluxed out. I have the maximum minimum brightness on my main machine. I could turn it down on here. I probably should. Brightness. Yeah, we want that. Select. I don't need to have it on 100%. This is, these are LCD screens. LED screens. So, they're not very, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're not a lot of radiation. Can you explain why this is true? I was eating raw meat, but only raw milk helped me feel better after that toxicity I ingested. Well, the milk has a lot of minerals, which help bind to free radicals in the body. Milk also has cream, which helps calm the central nervous system. So the fats are really important. They help nourish the endocrine system as well. The meat doesn't exactly do that all the time. So that's probably why. I more or less use Flux permanently unless I'm doing something specifically where I need to see color or I can't see color and I need to turn it off. I have flux on 99% of the time. Absolutely. And when I watch anime at night, I have my blue light blockers on for the screen. Always. I don't take them into movies so much. Speaking of movies, I need to look at Chainsaw Man times because I need to plan my day tomorrow. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, so, and once you get used to wearing the blue light glasses, it's really not a big deal to like watch TV. It's so much better. Like before, I wouldn't be able to really fall asleep in front of the TV, but now I crash on the couch like every night. I fall asleep because the blue light is gone, which is really nice. Okay. Let me look at times. Dubbed. Well, I want tomorrow. It would have been fun to go see Chainsaw Man tonight because I bet a lot of people would have had good cosplays. Those are always fun. I don't know what the difference is with an oversized screen. Screen X. That sounds pretty cool. Oh wow, that looks pretty dope. Maybe I will go see that in the morning. How much is this one? The matinee times. Probably like $12 for this. Wow, it's a 2-hour movie? $14. $16. Maybe I'll take my dad. I'll take my dad to go see Chainsaw Man. That'd be funny. I wonder what he'll think. It's kind of a gooner anime. Well, Denji's a gooner, but it's funny. It's not too lewd, but it's funny. Online content addiction. Yeah, it's definitely partly the screens, but it's also the, like I was talking earlier, I think this is before you joined, how I first found Autism was on Reddit, and I think if my autism was focused a little bit more on health, and I wasn't so distracted by a million other things to research, I would have researched Autism and the Primal diet. I probably would have went and got a consultation, you know, because this was in 2010. Man, I can't imagine. I can't even fathom how different my life would be if I started the diet and I had the instructions from Autism as to what to eat for me. Like from 2010. That would have been incredible. But anyway, I don't, but I almost did. But yeah, I mean, when you get sucked into a pattern or a habit, it's the longing and the craving for more information and to know. And it wasn't until about maybe 5-6 years ago I realized that, geez, was it 5 or 6 years ago? No, 7-8 years ago. That just reading a bunch of stuff, just to know things. Knowing things just to know things is a total waste of time. Knowledge is a burden. I have a flux, a dim monitor, and blue light blockers on because it works better. Because there's other light that comes from other places. Like there's buttons, there's like what do you call them? Notification lights on my keyboard, on the computer, on my USB hub, my phone. So I just have them on just because it gets everything. Gets everything out. Yeah, it was a Reddit. I don't know, it was like a today I learned or an interesting thing. I don't remember exact or videos. It was the Ripley's Believe It or Not video. Someone posted. And yeah, that was it. I got these glasses on Amazon for $20. $20, bro. Just search blue light blockers, filter by price, and you'll probably find these ones. They're just cheap. I like this. They have these on the side. So these frames, they wrap around most of the eye, like most of the eye, and then like through this side, they have this too. So it's really nice. I really like them. For 20 bucks, can't beat it. And I wear these anywhere. I'm not going to be anywhere in the environment where the amount of artificial light outweighs the amount of sunlight. That's what I do. That's what I do. What was I think that was a mouse. I gotta go check. I don't like having those critters in my domicile. It's a no bueno. Oh well. But yeah, I got some buttermilk too. I re-upped at the Amish today, and I made money. Pretty great. Yeah, Amazon. Filter them, low to high blue light blockers. Yep. Riz is right. Shout out Ripley's. It's artificial light is EMF, so it's all kind of the same stuff. But if you think about it, like the radiation from a cell phone on your body or in your hand is going to be much worse than like mild exposure to blue light. But if you're sitting in front of blue light every day, that's worse. So it just depends. I'm the same way, Jim. My computer's arm length away. But if what I could do is, if I had a mouse and a keyboard, I could extend it. I could move this over here, use this bigger monitor. But it's not really a big deal. Like, whatever. I've spent hours and hours in front of the computer as an adolescent and growing up. So, you know what? I don't care. And I'm on the Primal diet now, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be impervious. You can always yeah, computer tower is a little different than the laptop. His is about 3 feet away, maybe. So, and I got this monitor, but I think the monitor is pretty low EMF. This I need to be able to reach. I don't want to have to, scoot in too much or whatever. So, I mean, it is what it is. Augenus was overly, overly over about everything. So, you know. Hmm. EMF from driving, EMF from airplanes, yeah. There's also natural EMF from the sun you're exposed to on planes. Different conversation, though. Yeah. Regardless of how he fell off the balcony or if he was pushed, he did refuse to go through the operation because he was probably going to be paralyzed. It was pretty bad. And one thing about falls is you sometimes the shorter the fall, the more dangerous. Right? So falling off a balcony, 8 feet, 12 feet, it might not seem like that high. It's not gonna like kill you. Like it's not like jumping off a 40-foot, 60-foot building, which like would guarantee death. But it's more dangerous. Roofers and things I've in construction people I've talked to, they would say that the more dangerous falls and the more damaging falls were the ones from like 8 feet. You know, you just shatter their whole arm because they landed the wrong way because they fell fast. But if you fall from a higher higher, what do they call it, place, then you have more time to not like fall on your arm like that. You can fall like that, so it's a little better because then you won't have like bones sticking through your body. I was talking to this guy who worked construction when I worked at Subway in high school, and he was telling me how he fell off a roof 30 feet. And he went to the hospital. He was messed up, but he wasn't like gonna die or disabled, and he was still working. He's like, man, and he just was smoking a ton of weed. You gotta do what you gotta do to pay the bills. And he had the craziest stories. Like he said, he used to live on a sailboat in Greece, and one time his ship got wrecked, and he was stranded out at sea for like 2-3 days. It's insane. Some people just have the craziest stories, man. You talk to people, if they live their life. Of course, some people don't really live life as much anymore, but yeah, I mean, you find people who do live life, and you can get some good stories. Best place to avoid EMF. Caves, basements, fields where there are no cell phone towers in at least a mile or two around. Lots of new faces in the chat. Very nice to see. Thanks for promoting the school, Andrew. Yeah, we have turkey herd shares going on soon. I tried to call the farmer to confirm what I sent him. His email's not working. So I'm going to call him Monday because tomorrow's Sunday. Amish can't talk on the phone. So it'll be Monday. I'll figure it out. The herd share fee is just $20, by the way, but you have to basically buy the herd share agreement from me. And he won't talk to people who don't buy it from me. We have a system. So you get discounts through the school, and you're going to want a discount for this one because this herd share has sheeps, turkeys, chickens, pigs, and a horse. So meat, organ, glands, all fresh from these animals. The chickens are transitioning from soy, but they're fed it's not a very big amount because they're on pasture, but they get a supplemental scratch fee that is soy. The turkeys are 100% pasture raised. The prices will be good. The prices will probably be the best on the market, honestly. Except for buying the herd share feed, that's going to cost you. But, I mean, I got to make my money too, right? I don't have to do this for you people, for the farmers. And I'm not going to make the farmers pay. Farmers doing a lot of work. Got to support our farmers. So that's where you guys come in to pay me. You buy the herd share agreement. You get a discount if you're on the school. At least $15. Maybe more for the OGs. I don't know yet. But if you're not paying for the school, you don't get a discount. You only get a discount if you're paying for the school. Sorry. Technical difficulties with the Eatrawmeat. Yeah, they got some huge storms out there, like last week. So he said his mail was down, the service was down, not from the storm, but I think the storm might have screwed it up more. What am I going to be for Halloween? I don't have any friends. I'm not celebrating Halloween because I'm not going to any parties or anything. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for Halloween. I'm doing nothing. I'm nothing for Halloween. Going to be nothing for Halloween. Yeah. I am really enjoying this beef and these tomatoes. This is very good. 10:18, that's kind of late. Kind of late. But I was busy. I was busy. And do I want to stay up? I don't really want to stay up. Oh, is that... And that's not Everest, is it? Or is that K2? I'm looking at the, the Microsoft 11, Ahmad Dablon. It's in Nepal. Yeah, I knew it was in Nepal. Where is this? Is this in Annapurna? $6,300 meters. The highest I've ever been was, I think it was it 4,000 meters? Oh no, that's 2,000 meters. But then I went higher. The Shivalaya trek. What did I do there? Jimbezi. 2,700? 3,000? No, I could have sworn it was higher. Ah. Lamjura La Pass. 3,500 meters. So 10,000 feet. Hmm. Yeah. Nepal. Where is Ahmedabad? We'll figure that out. Scheduled events aren't inherently fun. You mean, oh, yeah, like parties? I come from, my family comes from the north and the south. I come from both. Yeah, it's everything but where this fucking place is. Give me the Wikipedia, bro. Eastern Himalayan range. Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay. Um, I suppose I should share a screen, show you what I'm looking at. Okay, not really important. Okay, Eastern Nepal. Okay. Just curious. I've eaten like rotten tomatoes before. They taste like a relish. They have like a relish taste, not a sweet relish, but like a relishy taste, a vinegary, relishy taste. It's pretty good. When are you eating rabbits for Halloween? It was crazy. Um, I don't know. I think rabbits are a lot of work for not a lot of meat, and I don't think it's like particularly. No, actually, I don't know how the meat tastes. I've never had it, so can't say. It's less about my circadian rhythm and more about my eyesight, honestly. That's just me personally. Let's go. This spicy stuff I made is so freaking yummy. It's freaking yummers, bro. I'm eating beef with my ketchup, scallops, and it's got these peppers. I made a pepper sauce with it. It's like honey, peppers, onion. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's good. That's hot. Wow. That's very hot. Oh no, that's hot. It is very tasty. I guess. I need an oyster. Some oysters. We're gonna move up here. We're gonna do some West Coast oysters now. this. Okay. It kind of helps. Not as much as I was hoping. Oh well. It's very hot. Primal sludge. What's that? What is primal sludge? Like a genre of music. Sorry, I'm making some trades. The buzz is probably just my fan on my computer. I will turn down my microphone though a little bit. That should get rid of the buzz. Yeah. Or it could be tinnitus. The brand name, I don't know. Just go to Amazon and search up blue light blockers. They're Chinese, that's for sure. Let me look it up. Frack. Frack, I don't want that. Yeah, if I just search blue light blockers. Ah, here we go. iKeeper. It's called iKeeper. I got it in here. They're $17 right now. You can get them for $17. Yeah, it's the fan. It's definitely my fan, which you're just gonna have to deal with. It probably isn't that bad when I'm talking, but when I'm not talking, there's a little bit of dead air, and I'm sure you can hear it. Um, I don't know how I can't really. Frick, I mean, there isn't anything I can do to make it less, you know, less loud. Sorry. I mean, you could just turn your computer down or your speakers down. Spicy. What is up in the chat? What else is going on? What's everybody eating tonight? I want to know. Apparently, there was a UFC fight today. I don't know. I'm seeing there was a fight today. Maybe I was busy during the day, so I yeah, UFC 325. I was I was busy. I didn't get to watch it. Yeah, what happened in the no contest? Would you rather go to find justice or get on PGO? Oh, PGL for sure. Yeah. Yeah, what happened? Because I was looking it up and I couldn't even find anything. I like watching Mackenzie Dern fight for obvious reasons. 8 ounce, 5 egg league formula. Nice. Yeah, that sounds real good. I should do more lime with fish. Lime's really underrated. Lime's one of my favorite citruses. I shouldn't. I like them all. I like lime. Taste of lime more than the lemon. Honestly, it doesn't mess with my mouth as much as the lemon. Citrus. Yeah, grapefruit. Like I said, is very good. 5 South Asians' lives. Hey, Gain poked him bad. Both of the eyes. Of course, Gain would poke him. I could see that happening. It's crazy how they declare that a no contest though and not a loss. Typical French fighter though. Typical French. Um, yeah, I was not really excited about the card except to watch the Aspinall fight to see who would win. I'm looking forward to the next card though. Victims of goodness. Oh well. Yeah, I'm selfish. What can I say? I'm a little selfish. Selfish for shellfish. Pepper's too hot. I'm not eating any more pepper. No thanks. Yeah, I saw that. No contest at 3:45. I was like, what the hell could have happened then? You know? I suppose so. Training with Elon didn't go unnoticed. I guess. I don't know what that means, but okay. Yeah, I don't know. Chat's kind of slow now. I don't know what else to talk about. Appreciate the likes and the view time. Oh, I know. Let's do this. I've got it. I have the solution. Yes. How did I do this? Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got to go load the file. I've got to load it. How did I do this? That's how I did it. Okay. Yeah. Let's load core. Load core. contents and C retro arch. Let's go to the games. Virtual fighter. Let's go. Let's go. It's gonna work. Let's go. A window capture. Let's try this. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting back in the ring. Oh. I gotta turn up the volume. No, I don't want to play as this guy. Ooh. No. Shit. What are the keys, man? I don't even know. What? Alright, let's see if this works. Did the window capture break? We're gonna go display capture, I guess. And no sound, because what? Option. No, no, no. Oh, ABC, okay. Okay, I guess I don't have an option. Okay, ABC. Okay, how do I select? It's not letting me. Man. Not working. Okay. That's embarrassing. Trying to do this here. Command, let's restart it. Just restart it. Seven people watching. Thank you. Arcade mode. Alright, it's called We Do a Little Gaming. Shun. Lion from France. Thank you. Let's play Kage. There's no, it won't let me kick, it won't let me punch. Oh, crap. It says A, B, C. Oh, there we go. X. Okay, so X. Is it S? Maybe S, X? Maybe that's kick? No. Ooh, that's a double kick. That's good. Oh, crap. Yes, let's go, bro. Now I need to find the kick button. I used to play as that guy Lau, whatever. Whoa. Oh, wow. Got him. Let's go. This is an old game called Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter 2. It was basically the genesis for combat games, fighting games. This was like the one. I only know how to punch because this is emulated. Oh, nice, dude. That's sick. Ah, crap. No, I don't want to reset. Oh, man, what? Trying to figure out the controllers. I can't reassign the controls in the menu for some reason. So I've just been trying to play it by ear. Oh, crap. There we go. I should fix it. Oh, display capture. There we go. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I wasn't paying attention. Got that fixed. The revive is good. I kind of messed it up because I was like trying to melt the edges to make it smoother, and then that just melted the part that goes under, and yeah, it's not good. So I cut it out because I didn't want the burnt part in there, and now it like makes a funny, it like hurts my gums after so many hours. So I've been wearing it a couple hours a day, and I need to buy a new one to wear all through the night. It is what it is. But you live and learn. You know, I was in the school, and it's like a lot of people talking about how they modify the revives. Which you should do. You should cut the top because it's too tall. It should be below the gum. Oh, loud. He beat me to it. Shit. What about Q? Is that a kick? Yes, I found the kick. I found the kick. Let's go. Oh, that was sick, dude. Let's go. I found out how to punch and kick. It's W and X. Yeah, that's right, bitch. No. Yes. Yeah, Virtual Fighter's awesome. I'm eating raw beef. Um, the R2. Yeah, I think the R1 is good enough to start out. Let's see if A does anything. I don't think it does. I have Virtual Fighter 2. I can find Virtual Fighter 1. But this is cool. I haven't played 2 yet. Sarah. Reminds me of like, what's her name from Tekken? Nina. Yeah. It's like the Nina prototype. Got her. Oh yeah, a little kung fu action. Ah shit. No! Drats. Yeah, I've also got some scallops, some oysters, my ketchup sauce, and, damn, that was embarrassing. Combo! Shit. Got him. Let's go. Let me see if I can find. Let's see here. Yeah, this shit is not mapped out right. Guard? I can't guard. I don't know what guard is. How do I even find that out? Maybe guard is S. Nice. I'm killing it, bro. We are killing it. I think S is guard. It's gotta be. That was a good kick. Shun in Lao. Wacha. Alright. I need to see the chat. 4 4 viewers, 7 viewers. I wonder where Walker is. Alright, I can't see the chat anymore. What's up with that? Come on, chat. Let's see the chat. There we go. Everyone left. Oh, you can throw? How do you throw? Oh, jeez. I guess that isn't guard. Crap. You know what? I'm cutting this. We're done. We're done. That was enough for tonight. Enough gaming. Enough gaming. Let's see. What's going on? What's going on, peeps? What are we eating tonight? It's already 11 o'clock. Wow. 11 o'clock. Six people watching. I'm trying to grind that wallet. I'm trying to turn like $1 into like $1,000. We'll see if it happens. I don't know. And I can't wait to see Chainsaw Man. It's gonna be pretty cool. So, I don't know, what's up? What's that? I'm feeling good with this beef. These are not Stormy Bay oysters. Or they're from the Stormy Bay, but they're not Stormy Bay oysters. They're good. Oh yeah. It's just some kind of West Coast oyster. Maybe. That was a good one. Heading into oyster season. Let's go. Love it. It's so good. So you come here often? Yeah, I did see that interview. It is pretty funny. Mel Gibson is pretty funny. He's doing, I guess he chose a new Jesus for the Passion, too. I still haven't seen the first Passion of the Christ. I should probably do that. I hear it's good. Oh. I look forward to your creative output, Bill, Jim. In Mount Gibber's chair. Well, looking forward to it, I guess. Hmm. You finish it, I'll show Uncle Sam. If you got it done in time. If I ever meet him. I love this phone. It's freaking awesome, man. I'm not used to having something like this. I really appreciate it and cherish it. I bought a case for it and everything. I do want to move to a flip phone, though. Because I think that'd be good for my brain. And I get to go see Chainsaw Man tomorrow. That's going to be great. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. We got Bill Jim making AI of me. That's pretty cool, I guess. Got that to look forward to. Got this buttermilk to drink. It's going to be tasty. Oh, I got tomato on my trackpad. That's not good. I got to watch the lip trills. Yeah. Who knows what kind of stuff they'll have. We will see. I'm a burp cell, aren't I? A burp cell, a yawn cell, a fart cell, that's me. Turning up the brightness. Storyboard's nice. Sounds very professional. Glad you're looking into it. Man, this buttermilk's gonna be good. I'm getting 4. So 4. I would never. I would rather eat my own foot than settle down with a corked up chungus girl. Jeez, oh man, that would be awful. I'd rather eat my own foot. 7 watchers. Thank you guys for just leaving the window open and giving me the watch time and the likes. That's very based. Thank you. Gamify the system. Bro. Man, Scuffed Realtor was so funny. the Alex, he had a bit, his Indian bit, the Native American Indian bit, and then Nick was playing pretend as Grant Cardone, which was funny, his Grant Cardone impression. Finish these oysties. That was close. I almost stabbed my hand. That'd be funny if I did that on stream. That'd be good content. Primal Cell stabs impales hand with shucker. Live on stream. Jesus. I almost did it again. Scary stuff. Dozen oysters, no problem. I didn't wash my shucker. I don't know if that's a problem or not. We'll find out, I guess. Ow. I got a vacuum over here. Damn it. I gotta get the vacuum out. I cut myself. That'll be Gucci. God, I look like such a beast in the field sometimes. It's disgusting. I need to throw those away. Check the chat. I'll gauge the storyline. 1 sec. Kind of fucking minutes. Tie that off. I'll fill it over the morning. Been streaming what, 2-3 hours almost? Yeah. All right, let me see. Alright, so I don't have any creative control over this project. Yeah, the life of Gotus Lagsdens being fed slop and stabbing his dad in the school and troubled teen. I don't know. No, it wasn't Gaddis. There's Gaddis. That's funny though. I can't even imagine, but it looks funny. What is this? Oh, this is amazing. Dude, this hog's just ran into this guy's bathroom and totally messed him up. Crazy. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to rug the space. Jesus comes to goad us in the ambulance. That's amazing. Talk about a stigmata. Okay, well, I'm taking off. Good night.